Washington, D.C., and just like that, we're back to all square. Wow, this Lightning team is something. Never dead, never done. Just a couple of days ago, Tampa Bay was hanging over the edge of the cliff, barely hanging on with a couple of fingertips. As we queued up the dramatic music and waited for the long fall to the crashing waves below, the Lightning did what it usually does in such bleak conditions. Like some hockey version of Indiana Jones, the Lightning triumphantly pulled its way back to safety and is now eagerly in search of hockey's holiest grail. The Lightning beat the Caps 4-2 in Thursday night's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final. That wrapped up back-to-back victories in the nation's capital to even this best-of-7 series at 2 games each. Now it's a best-of-3 with the Lightning back to having home ice advantage, starting with Game 5 Saturday night at Amalie Arena. Here's the thing, the Lightning had absolutely no business winning this game. The only reason it did was because of goalie Andrei Vasilevsky. It was a classic goalie stealing a game victory. Alex Killorn's goal with 8:09 left in the third was the winner of a game it's still hard to believe Tampa Bay won. The Lightning will gladly take it. And it will gladly take a series tied at 2-2. Then again, none of this should come as any great surprise. This is what the Lightning has done in recent postseason history. It backs itself into a corner, losing games you never think it will lose, only to crawl out of danger. Like this series, the Lightning lost the first 2 games at home. Neither game looked even a little competitive. Vasilevsky looked leaky. The Lightning at even strength looked short-handed. Everything that could have gone wrong pretty much did go wrong. All that was left was for the Lightning to turn on its blinker and turn off at the next exit. But then it showed up in Washington like a brand new team. The turnaround starts with Vasilevsky, who has been nothing but brilliant since the series shifted locations. Meantime, the rest of the Lightning's best players, names such as Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, Braden Point and Victor Hedman, have continued to be the Lightning's best players. The Lightning got off to an uneven start, giving up a goal to Dmitry Orlov on a bomb from the point only 4:28 into the game. But this is what we've grown accustomed to, a Lightning team that refuses to get rattled when things get tough. Only 1:10 after Orlov gave the Caps a lead and turned the Capital One Arena into a frenzy, the Lightning came right back. A beautiful tic-tac-toe passing play resulted in an easy tap-in goal for Point, his 7th of these playoffs. Then the captain continued his hot streak. Stamkos knocked in a rebound on the power play for his 7th of the playoffs and his 6th goal in the past 7 postseason games. So there the Lightning was after 1, leading by a goal. And there was the Caps, getting booed of the ice by a home crowd that has seen the Caps blow series leads before. It had the feel of the series-tying Lightning victory. But then came the second period completely dominated by the Caps. Incredibly, they scored only 1 goal, a partial breakaway goal by Evgeny Kuznetsov that beat Vasilevsky between the pads. For the rest of the period, an acrobatic Vasilevsky somehow kept the Caps off the board, while Washington goalie Braden Holtby could have taken a nap. At one point, the Lightning went 21 minutes without a shot on goal. But the Lightning hung around until Killorn's winner and an empty netter wrapped up an incredible victory to get the Lightning back to all square. Did you expect anything else? Contact Tom Jones at email protected, follow at Tom Hones.